Happy Christmas! Yeah, it's Sunday. I'm still doing the weight loss vlog even though it is Christmas Day. And, well, it's been a good day so far, to say the least. So, obviously this week it's been a normal week in work, but today is a very different day. Like yesterday was a bit different to normal as well. You know, it's Christmas Eve, go out. Actually went to my parents and ate out there. And we actually, we've completely discarded all previous traditions this year. Basically because it just has happened like that. You know, previously we've gone to my granddad's house on Christmas Eve, had a big tea there. Well, he's actually now going somewhere else for his tea. He's 86, he's getting on a bit. It's not easy for him to deal with us all in one go. It's a big family on his side, to say the least. So he's actually gone to his son's house, which is fine. In fact, brilliant, I think, personally. So we went to my parents and, well, basically had a takeaway. I'm not sure if that's going to be the tradition going forward, but it was something different, to say the least, for Christmas Eve. Christmas Day so far, I've again been around my parents doing the presents there and also been to my granddad's. Going round to my sister's this evening for Christmas dinner. Sister Sam, she's the one who's really trying to push the weight loss thing, so I don't expect to get a big dinner, to be honest with you. And to be honest, the weight loss thing is being reflected in the presents I've got this year as well. I mean, I've got some pyjamas that are a slightly smaller size than what I've had before. Because I am a smaller size now, it genuinely feels better as it is. But also, I've only had one piece of chocolate come to me this Christmas. The Snow Dog, let's get it central for you, which I've just noticed, if you look in the paws are actually presents. Now, I've never actually seen the Snowman and the Snow Dog. I remember the Snowman, but never seen this one. So maybe I'm going to have to watch that and see if he really does have presents for paws, or whether that's just a one-off thing. I've just noticed the tarpaulin on my shed, just there, is flapping about in the wind. We are being battered by Storm Connor, apparently, which is having some very bizarre effects. It's obviously not a white Christmas. In fact, when I was driving to my parents and also to my granddad's, it was like 13, 14, 15 degrees Celsius, which is really hot for this time of year. You know, we used to, well, basically freezing conditions, like 1 to 5 degrees Celsius. What we've got today is more like what we have for summer. So, obviously, you've tuned in wanting to know if I've actually lost weight over the last week. I'm going to point out it's Christmas week. So, the answer is no, I haven't. In fact, I've actually put on 1.3 pounds, so I'm actually 21 stone, 12.3 pounds. To be honest, considering it's Christmas week, that's not too bad. And my goal for this next week is just to maintain, so that next week I can effectively reset for the new year. I'm due to go to another health check with Nuffield Health around then, so hopefully I'll be able to reset and I'll be able to show you where I'm starting from, and we'll use them as the key indicators, as we did for the first two. That will hopefully show I've improved again anyway, but as I say, we just need to keep pushing and keep going for it. And get myself back in the flow of recording my food properly, back in the flow of going to the gym properly and swim properly. So I only went swimming once in the last week and I've definitely not hit my step goals. But again, that's something I need to work on. These things will take time, but quite frankly, I need to do it, so I'm going to do it. And as I say, there's this phase 1, which is effectively ending this week, I reckon. Phase 1 has had me lose over 2 stone in what is probably, I've lost count of how many weeks we're on now, but I think it's about 12 or 13 weeks, something like that. When did I start this? September. 3 months, 4 months, something like that. But that's still, it's a pretty good rate. And hopefully phase 2 I can do something similar with. So I'm going to very briefly talk about the future plans. I know I told you a little bit last week that I'm going to be opening a new channel in the new year. I can tell you as much now. The channel is there, but there's no content and there's no logos or anything right now. It's TaylorMade UK, and I'm going to link it in the description for you so you can see where I'm going to be. I'm going to keep weight loss journeys on this channel because there's no point moving them. You guys actually want to see them. And then the other channel is going to be mainly for my other stuff. So one thing that I'm looking at doing, and I need to speak to my sister about this to be honest with you, but because I'm hoping she'll be part of this, is Chris Eats. And the reason for that, there'll be a full explanation when I do the first one, but basically I consider myself to be one of the fussiest eaters around. My sister has become fussier since she became a vegetarian, a vegetable, whatever. But yeah, I consider myself to be one of the fussiest eaters around. So what I'm considering doing is once a week, probably on a Saturday, so it gives me a full day to recover on the Sunday. Someone, probably my sister, is going to prepare something I've never tried before. They're not going to tell me what it is beforehand. I'm not going to have a clue what's coming until I actually see it in front of me ready to eat. And I've got to at least have a mouthful of it. Right? If I like it, I can finish the plate, obviously, but I've got to at least have a mouthful of it. There are going to be some rules on things like allergies and intolerances, so I know for a fact I've got an allergy to seafood, an intolerance to nuts, and eggs. They're okay in things, but eggs themselves, for some reason, I don't cope well with. I come up in blotches. I'm going to, though, get myself tested for those 3 items and anything else that I could possibly be tested for, so that we can make sure I'm covered off, basically. So if the testing shows actually I'm not allergic to eggs anymore, or I'm not allergic to fish anymore, then we can start broadening that way instead. So there's so many things here to try. But the main problem for me is, well, I don't like rice, I know that much, but things like the vegetables I eat are generally peas, sweet corns, collies, carrots, and not anything else really. So I'll have an apple, but really nothing else. And it's mostly I've not tried it and I don't want to try it because I don't want to try, and I don't want to try something that I'm not going to like. And that's always been the summing point. I know what I like. Why should I go on to something else? Well, this is a damn good reason, trying to lose weight. So we're going to have Chris Eats in there. We're going to see how that goes. As I say, we'll get a full explanation, probably similar to what I've just said, actually. This is probably suitable, but we'll do a proper intro when we first do it. Introduce anyone who's helping me out as and when they help me out. I'm also looking at how I can do some of the gaming stuff that I do. So I don't think live is going to work for me. I don't think the internet connection I've got in this house likes doing everything live, so we're not going to do that for the time being. But I can certainly record some of what I do on the gaming and give you a commentary as to what I'm doing. So, for example, I'm playing Motorsport Manager at the minute, and actually while I'm going through, I'm trying to do a sort of running commentary. I don't have any sort of screen capture yet, though, so it's not actually going anywhere. So maybe I'll start it off with a season of that. But again, it's going forwards. Logo-wise, I've put it out to my friends to see if anyone wants to help me out with designing a logo, splash screens, animations, those sort of things. I have had the idea of basically TM in a cartoony style. I've got ideas in my head, but the problem is my efforts at drawing. Well, I think I left my art school, my art skills back at high school, which anyone who knew me in high school will say that's probably as good as I was back then as well. That's not really very good. So I've put that out there as one of the ideas I've got, and I've said, come back with any ideas you've got. And a couple of people are actually going to come back to me soon, hopefully. We'll see how we go. Yeah, that's how the future looks right now. So for this week, as I say, I'm looking at maintaining. I want to get to the gym at least once. It's not going to be easy though, because I'm going out with my friends one night this week after work. I'm also going to a friend's house for New Year's Eve. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to work out how it all fits together. One of the things I got for Christmas was a new microwave oven grill combi, because my current one was a bit knackered. It's come with a huge recipe book, so what I'm going to do is look into that with probably my sister and see if we can try some of those as well. I feel like this is very disjointed. I feel like I'm telling you one thing, telling you another thing, then going back to that thing, if that makes sense. So I apologise if that's the case. Again, things to improve. I know I've been at this 3 or 4 months now, and actually I found out the other day that this is video 100 to go onto my YouTube channel. A lot of them are gaming videos, so actually video 99 was me uploading from my PlayStation, one of the glitchiest video games ever. I've never seen so many glitches in one race, but hey. And if you haven't watched that, do check it out, see if you can comment on any glitches you spot in there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop there, because I know I'm ranting on a bit and rambling on a bit, and I've probably lost most of you by now. But do give us likes and subscribes if you like what's going on. If you want to see more, keep going through our channel. And like the new channel as well, subscribe to the new channel. And comments are always appreciated. Basically, guys, you've been great, and I'll see you next week.